Good morning, guys, and listen, welcome to your cryptocurrency report. Guess what? We got good news in cryptocurrency this morning. We're going to start the charts right here, and let's get right into it. The first thing we got to note is we're looking at Bitcoin Wisdom, and we're looking at Bitstamp. And what we're seeing is we're seeing a straight shot up in the price of cryptocurrencies this morning. It started really, let's see, a few hours ago. And if we go to the 1 minute chart here, we can see she's shooting up. She's had a little fall off, just at $8,356, but it's been going up all morning. It's had a couple fall offs. It had another fall off here where it reached 7,900, and now it's fell off a little bit, but it's starting to percolate back up again right now as we speak. It's 82.7568 now. You notice the last few days it's been lingering around 7,600, and now she's shot up. She's had quite a big shoot up in price this morning. Cryptocurrency has. I hate to say this, but in an analytical way, I think that this is only a little bit of a price spike in a overall bear market. I think we're still in the bear market. I hate to say that. I really want to see a rally in cryptocurrencies, and I'm loving seeing this, but I think we're actually still in the bear market. And to discover this, we have to go back a number of charts. We have to go back like all the way back to the 1 day, chart. Now, if we take a look at the 1 day chart here, what we see is this is the spike in the end right here where the price is spiking upwards. For it to be the beginning of a rally again, a real rally, we have to get above probably one of these two marks here. So we would have to get above, we'd have to get above, roughly we'd have to break through and get above 9,900 bucks, right? If we can get above that, if we can get above $10,000, then I'd say, hey, you know what? It's starting to take off again. It's starting to heat up. But we're going to have to get above $10,000 for that to happen. And if we take a look at these highs in this bear market, the high was 11,600 here, and the next high was 9,900. So if this high follows correspondingly, as we look at it coming down like this, we should be coming up to a high pretty close here. Maybe no more than, say, 9,000, the high. And then we'll see this fall off. Like we've seen it twice before. We'll see this fall off again, and people will get discouraged again. But because this low is lower than these last two previous highs, this time it falls off. It'll fall off consecutively a little bit lower, probably fall down at its lows lower than these lows of 5,700, probably 55, 54. This would be the third bottom it's making if that happens. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be right in there. I'm going to be right in there in the trenches, letting you know what's going on if we see this fall off in price to present another buying opportunity. And this is what we're looking for on this channel. We're looking for this fall off in price to present another buying opportunity. Now, one of the things we can see here is a little bit of a drop off in the amount of volume here. That's what we're looking at right down here on the bottom. We're looking at the little bit of a drop off in the amount of volume. There's not the volume that we had when we had the rise up and we had this precipitous fall. Volumes have fell off, and then we got a rising price and dropping volumes. And so this would indicate that I'm probably right. We're probably going to have more buying opportunities coming up. Now, what I want to talk about is cryptocurrency market capitalizations right now. We're going to take a look at this, and we see that all the coins are starting to take off right now. Most of them anyway. Litecoin, and one in particular that I'm interested in, is up to 88 bucks. It's 4% up. Bitcoin is 6%, 6.39% up. Let me see. there's a couple coins that are lingering back right now. That probably, if you want to take a look at buying a few altcoins this morning, Cardano is lingering back. So is Tether is 0.22%. Tether is not quite following. It's in the red too. It's not in the green. Let's see what else we got here. Here's a coin that I'm not used to. It's I haven't seen it before really. It's in its top 23. It's OX. Is that how we pronounce it? OX. Well, I'm going to look into that coin. I'm going to find out about what that coin is. But everything is going up. Monero's really up quite big here this morning. Neo is only up ever so slightly. Dash is up 2.5% at 251 bucks. That's still quite cheap for a Dash coin. Ethereum is up 2.54% at $475. And XRP, which is Ripple, is up 0.92%. It's not even up 1%. It's 45 cents for a Ripple. Looking at these top coins, Ripple XRP is probably one of your better buys right now. It hasn't moved up really too much yet. Bitcoin Cash is taking a huge jump of over 7%, you know. Okay, so now what are we going to talk about now is something called Theta coin. And why Theta is important, let me see if we can find it on the cryptocurrency market capitalizations. THE, Theta token. Okay, here's Theta token. It's ranked 102 on the cryptocurrency market capitalizations. Right now, they want 13 cents a piece for Theta tokens. Its market capital right now is $90 million US, right? That's the market cap. Circulating supply is 664 million Thetas. The total supply ever is going to be, I guess, 1 billion Thetas. Now, here's the thing about this coin. What makes it special is this is the next generation of video delivery, according to their company. Now, this is one of their co-founders of their company, Steve Chen, this guy right here. It says, Theta's innovation is set to disrupt today's online video industry, much the same way that YouTube platform did the traditional video back in 2005. And so I was watching their demonstration video here. And what I noticed was, what I got from it was that they offer like a peer service where you earn Theta coins and your computer becomes, I guess, part of the network for video streaming, and whatever you've got for your computing system, it takes from that bandwidth and it uses that bandwidth to run other video streams and stuff, and then it pays you in Theta coins. And you can stream off maybe a dozen people or more can be using your bandwidth to stream videos, and you're earning Theta coins from this. Now the bandwidth companies, I don't know how they're gonna how this is gonna fly with them. Anyway, that's the first thing that come to mind for me. But maybe it's not a problem. I don't know. But I watched their video, and this is impressive technology to be able to use this technique to run video streaming. Now, what it's going to come down to is this actually going to take off in a real world situation? Will this actually take off? It's a great idea, but will it actually take off, and how valuable will these tokens actually become? Now, they're not real expensive right now. What did we say a token costs? 13 cents right now. There's the entire possibility that this Theta token could actually become worth a lot more money than 13 cents. And so This all depends on how this takes off when it actually gets in a real world application. Now, this represents the problem we're looking at right here, is content creators and publishers and a centralized CDN are supplying the viewers with video stream now. And this is what it is. We have low quality video streaming from the CDN. It's a high cost. The streaming infrastructure is extremely high cost. And this is what Theta does right here. It offers a solution. It offers the viewers can use the bandwidth of the content creator, can create these viewers, evidently. And the viewers earn rewards in Theta tokens. And they're claiming that their streaming is actually quite high quality. The peer-to-peer decentralized network delivers streams very efficiently throughout the world, it says, and also at a reduced cost for delivering the video streams. It says publishers and content creators no longer need to develop expensive infrastructure, allowing for more innovation and unique business models. Basically, this Theta is going to be piggybacking somehow, I think, on the companies that supply bandwidth. I think that's how this is going to actually function. And so there's two questions I would have here. The bandwidth, the ones who supply bandwidth across the internet, how are they going to perceive this? Are they going to go along with this? And number two is how much business. That's one of my questions. And the other question is, how much will this actually be used in real world applications once it hits the marketplace? I guess these are two questions that will be answered pretty soon. And if this is a big winner, then you could win big on the buying the tokens. But if it's a big loser, you could lose money too, you know. And I mean, my typical reaction to this is I think it's going to be somewhere maybe middle of the road, where probably Theta tokens are probably going to go up in value. But I would be careful how many of them I bought. I wouldn't go in and bet the farm on this. But I think that it could be something where you could make a little bit of money off of. It's something to keep your eye on anyway, because it's up and coming in the next little while. I guess they're going to really start using this thing pretty soon. So listen. Oh, okay. Let's watch just a little bit of this video presentation.
Technology today is amazing, but somehow streaming quality and load times are still terrible. Everyone has a computer with extra bandwidth to spare, especially when a machine's not being used. And now you can make money by putting that bandwidth to use thanks to Theta Token. Here's how it works. When you're watching your favorite streamer or when you're asleep, Theta Client will tap into your extra bandwidth to relay video streams to local viewers. They'll enjoy improved
Okay, see, it's relying upon the bandwidth that you already have. It's going to tap into your bandwidth. This is piggybacking itself onto the bandwidth that's being provided by these internet suppliers. So how are they going to accept that? Are they going to just say, hey, okay, fine, we're going to provide you with all the first off, you got to have unlimited bandwidth. I mean, some of these internet providers, they count how much bandwidth you're using. They say, okay, you're allowed like 2 gigabytes a month or whatever, or terabytes a month, or however much they're going to give you, and it's limited. Your bandwidth is limited. So if you start streaming this stuff on there, it's going to cost you a fortune, first off. Now, but there's a lot of people who have unlimited bandwidth. Well, if this becomes extremely popular, these companies are going to start to want to limit bandwidth again, because they're not going to want to pay for this Theta network all on their own. That's what I get from it. But we'll have to wait and see what actually happens in real-world applications with this. You have to understand that the bandwidth that's going across the internet right now is scaling. So this company might just scale with the bandwidth as the bandwidth scales. So, in other words, the bandwidth companies that are providing this bandwidth might not really mind in the end because they're scaling. They're scaling out larger and larger all the time anyway. And as the theta network scales out larger and larger, so it might integrate together. There's that possibility too. So listen, thank you guys for listening to this episode of the Delta Report and cryptography, and we'll catch you again tomorrow morning. Bye bye for now, guys.